Like I found out for myself just how good these Star Wars graphic novels are. Like
Which Star Wars ones?
I really just picked at random because there were so many, and I was like, I'm gonna pick one with like Darth Vader and Han Solo, and I'm like, I know them, and then I got one with like somebody I didn't know, and I was like, they brought Han Solo into it. How crazy!
It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now.
I'm Nick,
I'm the Gorehound.
and we're back with the all-new Culture Cast. And Gorehound, what are we talking about this week?
We're talking about He-Man, just He-Man in
He-Man.
general, just who he is, what he does, what he loves, and what he's all about.
Are we talking about the new TV show, or are we just going to be general He-Man?
In
Or are we
general.
just going to go all over with He-Man?
All over, but I think we're going to veer away from She-Ra, given how much of a different topic she is, and due to our previous discussion regarding her.
Yeah, we've talked. We on this show we've had a couple of He-Man episodes or Masters of the Universe centric episodes in the past, and I think we did one on the She-Ra show. We did two on the She-Ra show, and the one before that was
Yeah, this is the universe that keeps on giving.
yeah, we did the crossover He-Man She-Ra episode where they introduced She-Ra and
Yeah, I think that might have been our first one. And I really want to go and revisit that because that was a Christmas special, right?
it was well they did a Christmas special, but we did the Secret of the Sword, which was the
Right.
She-Ra pilot. It was like the first
And what
five
was the
episodes.
movie?
That was the movie.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes. So when the She-Ra got created, they had essentially 5 episodes that they stitched together into a 2-hour movie to introduce the new character.
Okay, yeah.
And then it was like later re-edited into like a bunch of episodes. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, but there is a Christmas special.
There is a Christmas special.
He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special in 1985.
I have seen it. It
Oh
is
yeah.
amazing.
Where is it? Just on YouTube?
I saw it on YouTube. I'm assuming it's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
I recommend we talk about it this December.
Was it like an hour and a half or just a single app?
I think it was
Yeah, it's episode.
it's like 1 hour. Like
Okay.
when it was on TV, it was like an hour special. So before commercials and everything, maybe it's like 40-45 minutes thereabouts.
Okay. Yeah, I am definitely going to check that out.
And we need to at some point. I don't know if it's on demand or on any streaming network at the moment, but we need to talk about the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe
that's
movie.
a completely different conversation because
It
even
is.
I only scratch the surface of the Masters of the universe, but that movie just every single episode of He-Man or She-Ra that I watch, I'm like, what were they thinking with that? And just it has no relation other than like superficial like costumes.
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll put a pin in that, and we'll save that for another podcast episode because there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. But where do you want to start off with?
Well, the new He-Man show first came on just recently. Yeah. Let's start a little bit with that because there's been a lot of backlash against that show, and it's stupid. Yeah. The backlash, but the new He-Man show, which is called Masters of the Universe Revelation,
directed by unfortunately Kevin Smith.
Which is funny. Like you used to be the Kevin Smith fan.
I know.
One. You made us do a whole month of Kevin Smith podcast years back.
I'm a flip flopper. I admit it. Kevin Smith does. I'm thoroughly annoyed with Kevin Smith. I don't know what happened. I think I just found bigger and better things like last podcast on the left, and I'm hooked. and then I started just watching other stuff, and it might have been like an obsession with David Lynch that could have done it, where it just like sidetracked me, and I'm like, he's a lot more interesting than Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Smith. I don't know how Kevin Smith got connected to this show, but it was being advertised as a continuation of the 1982, 82, 83, whatever year that show came out, of the original He-Man
Same timeline.
cartoon. Yeah. Although I call bullshit on that because it's nothing like the old cartoon, which it doesn't have to be. But I always thought that was kind of a weird thing to connect because they kept advertising it'll answer all the unanswered questions left over from that cartoon. I'm thinking, what unanswered questions?
Right. Right. You don't need to like build it up or like say like we're gonna be doing something like crazy. Just
I
be
mean,
like it's a He-Man thing, and like people like He-Man, and especially because we have that connection with the other Netflix series, She-Ra.
yeah.
And it's just like you don't really need to like reboot it. Like people will watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's them. It was just a marketing thing because like the costumes are different, the personalities are different, and that's fine if it's its own thing. But it's weird the way they went about saying it's a direct continuation. No, it's not. Skeletor, who I have here in action figure form from the
Uh,
cartoon, um, is like a buffoon in the old cartoon.
yeah.
On voice by Mark Hamill is like super threatening. It's like, no, this is clearly not the same character.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Because we are used to. I guess what I'm most familiar with is the original cartoons, because that's just what the mass runtime of my experience is in. Um, and so yeah, I mean, we are used to repetitive episodes where He-Man always wins. If this is a continuation of that, and it's not, because this is very intense. It is. I don't know if it was predictable, but like it's nothing like the original.
no, they could have marketed this as um like we have a new He-Man series and it's the final battle between He-Man and Skeletor and like build it up that way. Like,
Yeah.
all right, this is going to be because you always see the beginning, you never see like how the story ends,
Yeah.
and they could have marketed it like that, but they didn't, which I don't know. They wanted people to like really be like, oh, all right, and the nerds, the fanboys were like believed it wholesale. It's like this is whatever. I can go on about that, but as in terms of the actual show, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like the twists and turns it had.
Yeah. I
I
finished
thought
this
it
all
was
in
a
one
ballsy
night.
move.
I was not expecting to finish it all in one night, but like I was real hooked on this. I mean, spoiler alert, He-Man pretty much dies in the first episode. And I'm like, whoa, that's huge, and just like unexpected. And I was like, you know what? I have to finish this, and so I just powered through it. Um, and I loved it. Because I kind of heard that, and like I did not read anything, but you can't really bypass a headline. And then I was reading that Tila was going to be like the next He-Man. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know what that means. But then as soon as I saw the first episode, I was like, okay, I see where this is going. And at the same time, I was like, would that be such a bad thing? Like, I want to see. Like, Tila's one of those characters that I really didn't like find a cult following for in the original. She was more of just a supporting character, and that just may be me personally. That Tila was not, you know, my affinity in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, sure. And I think that they really, brought her to the forefront, and Kevin Smith and crew brought her to the forefront because she I thought it was great. I thought she was a great character, and she was voiced by Sarah Michelle Gellar. I was like, yeah, I mean that's solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that the focus, at least in the first half episodes, because there's going to be a second half that's going to be released down the line,
Yeah.
is focused on her because He-Man's out of the picture. But oh, excuse me, I had the hiccups or something going on here. Is It's not like she like going to pick up the sword of power and be like, I have the power, and then she becomes, Tila Man or whatever. I mean, that didn't happen. It was a journey to find He-Man. Like He-Man was the centerpiece of these first 5 episodes, and like by the end of the first 5, they bring him back, only for Skeletor to immediately stab him again,
Yeah.
which is again, that is super ballsy to do. So I
Right.
give him
But
credit.
yeah, and I was like, wow, that really hammers it in that like he died for what he wanted to believe in. And I was like, solid, like we get that and I understand that.
Do you think He-Man's actually, or Prince Adam is actually dead?
So like you kill him off twice. I'm like, sure, okay, I get the point. And I mean, I really don't agree with it because as much as this is a Masters of the Universe movie, He-Man is going to be the forefront of it. And
I don't.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think he's dead. They made a clear point of not showing him actually dying, other than he was stabbed. I think something's going to happen where
Zombie He-Man.
that, or they'll do something where they'll infuse him with power, and then he'll have to be like He-Man permanently or something. Like he can't go back to Adam. I think they'll
Okay.
find a way around it. Like
Or
they're not.
maybe Skeletor resurrects him as like an evil He-Man, and
They
then
could.
like Tila finds some way to like give him his heart back.
I mean, they could do something like that. There is precedent. There are figures like in the toy line where there's like I think the character's name is like Anti-Eternia He-Man, where it's He-Man, but he's like black. And I don't mean black as in African American. I mean like just
Yeah.
just black because he's an evil version of He-Man.
But like if you're building up this entire season towards Tila or just not He-Man, I really don't think He-Man would, take the reins in the second one.
I think anything's possible, but I don't think. I think at the end of the day, it will come down to a battle between Skeletor and He-Man, and Tila will play a huge role in it, whatever that
Sure.
role will be. So, but I enjoyed it. I say when the second part comes out, we get together, COVID pending, and
Hey, we'll
we
bring COVID in the room with us, power through.
yeah, right. And we binge it all in one night.
Definitely. Not only is He-Man's death up in limbo, but they also killed off Orko.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciated his backstory. I don't really have anything else to add to that besides like I felt like he was a lot more valuable, and just the way that he did die. I was like, yeah, and I guess we could bring an Evil Lynn here because for those of you who didn't watch this, there's a real big fusion between like villain and protagonist in this, and Orko dies while with Evil Lynn, and their relationship, or maybe just conversations, are pretty good. We see, their what they are like striving for, and just how they interact with each other, and these unknown circumstances that come in. And I was like, man, that's pretty good. But don't get me wrong, I did not cry during this. It was very good, but I did not get at that point in any of these.
I liked how Orko went out like a badass, saving everyone. I liked it was cute how not cute, but how Orko and Man at Arms were living together.
Yeah.
And like it's like we're friends, we're best friends. And it was sincere, which if this is a continuation of the old show, it's a fun little reversal because in the old show, Man at Arms despised Orko.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to reframe it as it was like a love-hate relationship.
Sure.
Um,
I really liked Man at Arms a lot more in this season than in the original. I just felt like he got more respect rather than just being a supporting character.
I'm curious to see how things will play out. According to the Masters of the Universe lore, Tila is meant to be the next sorceress because she's the sorceress's daughter.
Sure.
They start to really that's established in the old cartoon. Tila doesn't know it. It's blocked from her memory. But Man at Arms knows it, and He-Man might know it. I don't know.
Sure.
But they started to hint at that in this show because Man at Arms like we need to talk about something. No more secrets. But we can wait till you get back before we talk about it because they had to go run off somewhere.
Sure.
But I wonder if that's going to come into play. Like maybe Skeletor kills. Now that Skeletor's back, shit's going to get real. I wonder if Skeletor does something to the original sorceress that triggers Tila to become the next powerful sorceress. Because the sorceress is the most powerful character in the lore, allegedly. Sure. But that's why she never leaves Castle Grayskull. Because if she does, she's gonna have her power to protect it. That's why she needs He-Man, because He-Man needs to go out, but she's trapped in the castle. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I think that'll come into play.
Sure.
I should send you. So I never joined this message board, but there's a Masters of the Universe message board out there, and I don't remember which one it is, so don't ask me. And those of you
Sure.
who are listening, don't write in asking which one it is. But when they were releasing, when Mattel was doing a updated line of Masters of the Universe figures, Mattel being the toy line,
Yeah.
they would provide little biographies on the figures on the back, like
Sure.
This character did this and da 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 da. And someone online who collected all these things put together a giant like timeline of events of like all the Masters of the Universe stuff according to this particular toy line, this version
Sure.
of it. And it is massive. Someone wrote it in a message board. I copied and pasted it into a Word document.
Yeah.
I want to sit down and read it sometime, which I never actually got around to doing.
Oh, that's good.
But it's let's see, I'm looking at right here. It is, let's see, how many pages is this thing? It is, if this thing will load, it's like 35 pages long.
Okay.
You want a copy of this?
Sure, why not? Put it on my tablet.
Put it on your reading review. Like you could hear the whole history, the whole story of the whole lore of Master of the Universe going back thousands of years prior to He-Man to years after He-Man when he becomes king.
Looking forward to it.
But yeah, I'll send that to you.
So also regarding this, I kind of knew this because I did watch regarding the Master of the Universe Revelation. Because Kevin Smith did direct it, he obviously put in all of his friends and family into this.
Yeah.
And I really I don't really like that he did this because it really stamped it as a Kevin Smith thing. Like for instance, we have Chris.
Who did he put in that was like his friends?
A lot of Supergirl actors like Chris Wood, who played
He-Man, yeah.
I don't remember who he was in Supergirl. Mark Hamill, I think it's fine because Mark Hamill is known as being a really good voice actor.
Right.
We have Jason Mewes had a cameo. Justin
Yeah.
Long, and his daughter were in there, and I'm like,
Who is his daughter? Because I know he loves throwing his daughter, and his daughter's an awful actress.
Elena, and I think I recognized it at one point. Yeah, who was Elena from that?
Elena, let's see. I'm looking it up right now. Was that the Tila's like person who walked around with her, like her sidekick?
Could be, because she's pretty far down on the voice cast.
I'm looking on the Wikipedia page. I'm not seeing Elena on there. Oh, Harley Quinn Smith as Elena.
She was nobody.
Which is interesting, because if it's the same character I'm thinking of, the cartoon character wasn't she black? And Harley Quinn Smith is like pale white. I don't know. I'm surprised. Given the pushback in today's world on that, it's interesting they did that.
I did appreciate Lena Headey as Evelyn, because we all hate Lena Headey because
Really?
of her Cersei role, and so I was like, putting her in as another villain just like really fits well. I like it. Not hate her as a person, just as a typecasted person.
Let's see who we had. We did have wait, you said Justin Long was in this? Who was Justin Long?
I think the Aqua. Oh, Roboto.
Oh, he was Roboto. That's right.
Yeah.
I will give credit where credit's due. They had the original voice of Skeletor in this show. He played Moss Man.
Okay.
So
yeah, so there were a few classic villains in here, like Triclops and Stinkor, which I was like, that's pretty cool. Merman and Beastman were in here. Beastman.
Stinkor. I was going to say, Stinkor was never actually in the original cartoon. He was just an action figure. They never got around to putting him in.
No?
He never appeared in the old cartoon.
Maybe the physical copies?
Well, I mean, he was definitely a action figure. He was in the toy line, but they never wrote him into the actual cartoon line. The cartoon in the original cartoon, he never appeared. They didn't like. They thought his superpower with him being smelly and everything. They didn't know if that would really work well in terms of the old cartoon. So they never wrote him in.
He was never in the comics or the TV.
Not until the 2002 reboot. He had an episode in there.
Jeez, you think you know all of these He-Man references, huh?
I know my things here and there.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
The only comic he would have appeared in. Oh, let's go back here.
Maybe it was a She-Ra thing.
He was a He-Man action figure. He did appear in the comic because each action figure came with a comic that featured that character.
Right.
So he was definitely in the comics. He just was never in the old cartoon.
Okay. You want a fun trivia fact about Stinkor?
Yes.
The only differences between Merman, in regards to the action figures, only differences between Merman and Stinkor are that Stinkor is painted black and white as different chest armor. And they made him smelly by mixing patchouli oil into the plastic. And I allot myself one patchouli incense in my office per week.
You would have loved Stinkor.
Gosh.
I will say, I did have that action figure as a kid.
Okay, but the scent had probably come off or something.
I remember it smelling. It smelled as long as I remember having the figure, but
Many toy collectors mention that even after 20 years of its original purchase, the Stinkord toy still retains its smell.
yeah.
Gosh, I should get me one of these because it's right up my alley. The girl hates patchouli, but like I I light one stick per week, and it makes me happy. Can't get too sneaky up here.
Um, the yeah, I remember having Stinkor. I remember him smelling. Um,
Well,
yeah,
so
he's great.
Cringer
Um,
is also in this,
he
and I
is.
feel like he really does keep up with the Cringer. Cringer, yes. Battlecat. Um, oh, there was one line, or no, I think I was just watching. Yeah, because before I watched this, I watched like 3 hours of He-Man. It was just some random thing on YouTube, and I was like, 3 hours, yes, please. Um, and there's one Cringer line that I even had to tell the Graveyard Queen about and give her some backstory. But so He-Man is like, or Prince Adam is like, all right, I need to go into battle, and I need to bring my sidekick. And Cringer's like, well, don't bring me. And then Prince Adam is like, okay, that's fine. I know somebody else who can join me. And he's like, I have the power. And then in turn, Cringer becomes Battle Cat, and he's like, all right, you come with me. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so
Oh, I don't know, Adam. We shouldn't go into battle today.
Oh, Cringer.
He's
Never
great.
change.
I love Cringer so much.
Ah, Cringer. So that's I enjoyed the new show. I'm looking forward to the follow
We
up
have no information
season.
on the next season, right?
I don't know when part two is going to come out. I don't think they usually announce those things like 2 weeks before they actually come out. So I would guess.
Oh, I mean, we were hearing about this for a while before it came out.
Yeah, I mean it's the thing's going to be 10 episodes total. They just released the first five.
Right.
We just don't know when the second five is coming out.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's going to be in December. That's just a guess because they seem
That'd be
like
a
they
great
release.
Christmas present.
Yeah, they seem to release those things like every 6 months apart, give or take. I'm going on how they did the She-Ra show, but I could be wrong. They might wait until next spring. Who knows?
Yeah. And so Netflix is also doing another Masters of the Universe series, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but they released a trailer on it just recently. It's looking like this one is going to be geared more towards younger kids.
Hey, I mean, I'll watch it.
I'll definitely check it out. I'm okay with that.
What?
I
What's the name?
I think it's just called He-Man and the Master of the Universe.
Oh yeah, he does look very young.
Like the animation, it's the CGI animation. He looks
Yeah.
more it looks more goofy, and not goofy, but like the proportions are
Kingdom
definitely geared.
Hearts type.
Yeah. I mean, Skeletor looks way different. I mean, that's fine. It looks like the show is taking on more of a less on the fantasy, more on the technology portion of He-Man, which is it's fine. Who cares? It's
Sure.
geared towards younger kids.
Yeah, it looks fun. I really think it's a poor choice for making having these released at the same time without having that significant of a difference in the name. You know, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe versus Masters of the Universe Revelation is difficult.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I'll give you that. I don't know when the new one's supposed to come out. I think it's coming out soon because they're starting to release toys and. There you go. Hello. I'll keep that in. I'm not going to edit that out.
But
But uh, I'm trying to search here.
September 16, I think.
Oh, really? See, yeah, that's interesting.
It's weird and confusing, but then again, with like the Netflix algorithms, like they're gonna show you whatever show that you should be watching.
right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's I'm sure they have a reason why it's coming out when it's coming out, but
Yeah.
can't find anything about it when I'm searching for it. Anytime I type in new He-Man Master of the Universe, I get redirected to the New Adventures of He-Man from 1990, which took He-Man into outer space.
Yeah.
And he fought
no
space
shit.
mutants.
Yeah, so there was a 2002 reboot.
There is, yes.
I want to because I guess I didn't realize that there was I kind of saw a gap between like the 1980s and like
Now
the first Netflix one with just She-Ra. I didn't realize that there were some series in between.
there was. So in 1990, they decided, let's try to bring He-Man back. So they had a new cartoon and toy line, which bonds spectacularly, called The New Adventures of He-Man, where he went into outer space to fight bad guys out there for some reason.
I do remember something like this, yeah.
And then
And this
they
was on the there was TV and comics, like the classics.
yes, yeah. And
Or
then oh yeah.
the 1980s had the 1980s was the comics packaged in with the action figures and the pairing show.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the main things.
Right.
And then in 90 they had the He-Man.
Gosh, he looks so lame when he went to space.
I know, it looks awful, doesn't it? It looks I mean, nine cartoons from that specific time that were not great. But yeah, that came and fizzled, and then there was nothing for the longest time. And then in 2002 there was a new He-Man show which lasted for 2 years. And the show is well regarded, but the toy line did not last very long. In fact,
Okay.
I used to own, and I had in the package for like a good number of years, the He-Man and Skeletor from that toy line.
Sure.
And after I sold them on eBay after a while, because like, why do I have this?
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna check this one out because this one looks kind of fun.
I've seen bits here and there. It looks like it's more serious. Like the Kevin Smith one was a continuing story.
Sure.
Apparently, it did not resolve its storyline because it was canceled after 2 years.
Sure.
But what are you gonna do?
Interesting.
But yeah, so and then there was nothing for a good number of years, and then the She-Ra show came out, and now we're having these two back-to-back He-Man shows. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is if you're forced to watch a He-Man show next weekend, what would it be? And you had access to like this 1991 or this 2002 one.
You know, I'd probably check out the 2002 one because I haven't really seen that one.
Yeah.
I have zero interest in seeing the 1991 because it looks awful.
Yeah.
The original the 1980s one is always classic, and it's easy to watch, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like I watched like 3 hours of it in prep for this one, and it's not, the thing is like it's not difficult because it's really enjoyable to watch. I was watching because all the She-Ras were on Xfinity for a while, And I was watching those during work a lot because they were just, it's very passive. It makes me happy. And it's just like there's all unlimited amount.
It's funny. My girls, particularly my oldest one, who's 3, really digs the He-Man and She-Ra.
And that's
Like,
awesome. That
yeah,
you are doing a good job.
I'm raising them right.
Yeah.
They seem to really enjoy it. Like, there are times where my oldest one, she'll raise up her hand like this and go, "Power of Grayskull!" And then she'll be like, "I have the power!" Or she'll be like, "I am She-Ra!"
You're doing a good job. I only wish to be as good as you. But I don't think that we will be seeing. Okay. So I see He-Man and the Masters of the Universe 2009. It's the 2002 one. 13 for about $15 for 10 episodes. So it is within grasp. We will find the 2002 series.
It's not on YouTube. I know, like, a lot of the original He-Mans from the '80s shows are on YouTube.
I bet there's just like bits and pieces, but I really stick to entire. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
Reuben
on.
Abrams. Did Reuben
Yeah,
Abrams do it?
Reuben. You
Season.
son of a bitch, Reuben.
Oh yeah, 2 years. Oh, it stops at season 2, episode 13.
That might have been the end of it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's Wikipedia this to find out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I went to type in Wikipedia. I brought up Walmart. Hang on. There we go.
2 seasons. Yeah.
Let's see. Masters of the Universe.
Oh man, we have our next viewing material coming up. I'm digging it.
Let's see. The New Adventures. When you looked it up, did it say how long the
3
second
years.
season
2 seasons.
was? The second season 19 episodes or 13 episodes or whatever? Oh wait, here we go. Let's find out.
Yeah,
Season
13.
2. Okay, so this Reuben guy,
Reuben Abrams.
He's got them all.
I'm subscribing to Reuben Abrams. He went from 807 subscribers
to 808.
Yeah. Damn, he likes his 90s he likes his cartoons and TV series.
Is that what he all uploads?
Yeah. The Spectacular Spider-Man.
I wonder how he gets away with it.
The Flintstones.
I mean, it looks like the He-Man stuff's been up there since 2014, so clearly they don't care.
Oh my god. And he has the entire Even Stevens movie from 2003. Okay. This is an
who shouldn't have the entire Even Stevens movie?
So back to Masters of the Universe, not Reuben Abrams. Okay. So yeah, if I had a weekend and I was forced to watch some He-Man, not gonna lie, I would probably watch one of those movies, the Christmas special or the crossover, just because I do veer towards She-Ra. I don't know why, but that's what I veered towards. If it was supposed to be strictly He-Man, I just watch the originals. Maybe some emphasis on Orko or Man-at-Arms.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, because Man at Arms, he's a very supporting character in the original. He does his job, but in this new one, Revelation, I thought that he really powered through. I appreciated him.
They made the most out of him.
Yeah. I will say that I don't own any super action figures for these, but I appreciate the how integrated they are into this. And I would honestly I think it'd be cool to own some of these action figures that are like the same exact mold, just like different colors, because that's what they were known for.
Like, I know right now Mattel is releasing what's known as Masters of the Universe Origins, which is basically a remake of the toys they had back in the 80s, but with new like articulation,
Okay.
which you can get in like Targets and Walmarts and my pretty much online, pretty much
Yeah.
everywhere. Getting a He-Man and Skeletor are super easy. Finding any other character is going to be near impossible, but it is what it is. Oh, I guess you can get a Battle Cat and maybe a Panther if you're lucky. But
Yeah.
I've been tempted to pick them up, but I don't care enough to pick it up. I have my 7-inch Skeletor and He-Man, and that's good enough for me. When I
Yeah.
was a kid, man, I had so many He-Man action figures.
Yeah. I did own
Um,
a Castle Grayskull. I know that.
oh, I'm jealous. I never had a Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's still at your parents' house or anything?
Probably not. But maybe in a few years, I'll come across it in their attic and be like, "Oh my gosh, gonna be a gold mine."
People spend a lot of money on that, but
I'd probably just give it to you.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah. Just be like, throw me a $5.
And I'll flip it on eBay for like 10 times the amount.
Yeah.
So I just sent you that file of the He-Man history
I saw
thing
that.
through Messenger here.
Very good.
But what going back slightly to the show, it's funny that this episode, the revelation is coming to a is being formatted as like this is the wrapping up the He-Man show from the 80s, the sequel to the 80s. Like
Yeah,
a couple of years ago, before this show was even announced, like I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, like when I go to bed at night and I need to like wind myself down, I will like literally tell myself stories, like just as like a creative exercise, and like I'll tell myself a whole wide range of stories. And one of them that I work out in my mind, which I thought would be fun to do as like a radio play one day for our podcast,
sure.
was a like final episode of the old Masters of the Universe cartoon show, where it would be He-Man and Skeletor's final meeting, and Skeletor's finally defeated and all that. And it's like, oh man, that'd be fun to do. Like, and I had the story pretty good, pretty well mapped out, but now I can't do that. So thanks a lot, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what questions they really thought that they were answering, other than like the heart of Grayskull and like what's if there was anything underneath
That's something they
Grayskull.
made up for the show. I mean, which is fine, but like, let's not pretend it's not something that was ever in the original series.
Right. I mean, yeah, I mean, and I guess we saw Grayskull, but like I feel like we've seen Grayskull in previous other flashbacks. So that's just Kevin Smith, exaggerating everything.
I'm sure half of it might have been Kevin Smith. Another half was clearly the marketing team. We'll just say it's a continuation of the old show, and then the nerds will all come in being like, "Oh my god!" Speaking about the nerds, let's talk about that, because there has been a lot of stupid backlash against this show. Like we have like 40-year-old like dudes, 40-year-old like man babies, who are upset that somehow Kevin Smith has destroyed this cartoon that they haven't thought about in 40 years that was based on a toy line. And it's like, get over it. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, having He-Man be the central character is just wrong in theory because, while yes, he is classically portrayed, it's always been a Masters of the Universe. It just happened to be He-Man being the center, but by title, he's not obligated to be the center. And I loved it.
It's like these guys are. It's like, if you're that upset, you don't have to like the new show, but if you're that upset that Tila takes a main focus to the point that you're crying about it on the internet, then you're stupid. You're stupid.
You tell him.
I will tell them. Come at me, bros. It's like it's whole like, oh, this Kevin Smith has gone woke. He's too woke now. It's like, really? Have you never seen He-Man before? It's literally the gayest show you can possibly have.
Yeah.
You got a guy who runs around in a loincloth fighting another guy who runs around in a loincloth.
Yeah.
Tell me there's no subtext there.
Yeah, and you don't need to, just put a shirt on. You don't need to run around shirtless.
He-Man does.
But I mean, when you're as powerful as He-Man, like, you know what? Do whatever you want.
Yeah, you're going to tell He-Man no? And you're going to tell the Lord of Destruction, Skeletor, no? I think not. But, I mean, when they, it's like they forget that the original cartoon was, as charming as it is, it's not a very intelligent show. It's really dumb. And it's designed for, like, 4-year-olds, which is fine, because it was
very
designed
repetitive,
to sell toys.
Very simple.
It was designed to sell toys. Like, the only reason they made the cartoon was to sell the toy line. And like a couple of days ago when they announced like the new cartoon coming up that's designed for like a younger crowd, the first thing that ran through my mind was, oh my God, these nerds are going to hate this. And then sure enough, I'm seeing the comments. They're like, well, Netflix just wants to destroy Masters of the Universe. It's like, do you not realize that He-Man was designed for 4-year-olds? That was the whole point. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's people like that make me ashamed to like things.
So are you buying any new action figures that's being released today?
Not in general, or
in the Masters of the Universe line.
No, I'm not. Like I was tempted to pick up like
You're not buying any of these Funko Pops?
I hate the Funko Pops.
Amen.
I don't get them. I don't like them.
Waiting for them to die just like Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, they're this generation's Beanie Babies, but they're I'm surprised they're still popular as much as they are. It's like, come on, people. It's been like, I've seen like pictures of people's like houses where they have like whole walls lined with Funko Pops still in the box. It's like,
yeah,
Funko Pops are the worst. I don't get them. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't approve. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That being said, I bought a couple of them the other day. No, I'm just joking.
No, I feel confident that we won't be dissuaded into the Funko Pop realm.
they've been going on for like at least a good 10 years now. So
Yeah.
if I haven't got any by now, it's not going to happen. More power to you if you love that stuff. I don't get it. But I'm sure there's things I buy that people don't get either.
Yeah. Yeah. I just bought 3 Alien Theory books last night, and I'm thoroughly excited about it.
Like Ancient Aliens?
Yeah. Because all the things that I've been reading have been comics online on the tablet. And I'm like, I need to get something that's going to put me to sleep and not just like be a bright screen, at 10:30 at night. I need like something boring, Alien Theory, black and white. Let's do it.
You gotta let me know how those books are.
Oh, I mean, they're going to be dry. They're going to be boring. They're going to be.
How do you make Alien Theory dry and boring?
Well, it's going to be because obviously these guys are insane, and they don't have a solid argument, and it's kind of just like rambling and just like bringing in all these references, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll dig it. So maybe I'll lend them to you afterwards.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was probably aliens.
And I agree. Let's go deeper down this path.
One of my Holy Grail comics that I could ever find is DC Universe Presents number 47, in which He-Man appears and faces off against Superman. It's He-Man's first official, like, real comic book appearance, and I would absolutely love to get a copy of that. It's worth like an insane amount of money, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But
how about that?
Something happens to Superman where he's like thrown to Eternia, and so of course the two fight at first, but then you realize, hey, we're both on the side of good. Let's work together.
I like that. I did not know he ventured outside his timeline.
Back then, DC Comics somehow got the rights to do He-Man comics. I don't know if they actually ever did straight up He-Man comics, but they figured, well, if we got this property, let's cross them over.
Yeah. Well, can we wrap this up because I should be getting downstairs pretty soon.
No, yeah. So I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I mean, I've only started actively venturing into He-Man and the Masters Universe. Not too long ago, maybe less than 5 years ago, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I will watch and read anything that comes out regarding the universe. So help me God. And yeah, praise be.
Well, I just sent you that big document, so if you need something to help fall asleep, there you go.
Okay. In between my episodes of Hardcore History, I will check that out.
Well, as we finish up here, Gorehound, you owe me one more thing, and you gotta end this episode with.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Cry. I love yelling this, and I would yell it, but it is 9:16, and the little ghoul is sleeping, so just I'm holding back. But
can you do a restrained version of it?
I have the power.
You gotta do the first part, man. By the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
All right.
Sounds so pathetic being it.
You sound like you're He-Man's grandpa right there.
I think I prefer the She-Ra one because she really for the honor of Grayskull. And I feel like I could put more power in that without actually adding volume.
Alrighty. Well, we'll come back to this next time on our next He-Man based podcast. So
on an episode that's pre 7:30 p.m. we could amp up the volume as much as we want, but it is post. So
yeah. Well, I don't know if that's ever going to happen a pre 7:30
I know, right? Unless
for
we're on
anyone involved.
unless we're on Thor's Hour of Thunder, which tapes at 9 a.m. Sunday mornings.
Screw that.
No disrespect to Thor's Hour of Thunder. I love you guys.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for our He-Man based episode, Gorehound. It was great talking to you.
4.
And this is Nick, and thanks for listening. And next week, we'll join us for our episode on Twilight. Have a good one.
Adios, amigos.
You've been listening to the all-new CultureCast. Check us out on social media. Drop us an email at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out his work on YouTube with Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been the all-new CultureCast, a saltwater production. Original material copyright 2021. Thanks for listening.
All right, buddy. It's been fun. We gotta do the He-Man Christmas special during Christmas time.
No, I mean, we gotta push that up. I'm running out of home improvement episodes. I'm not seeing anything else good on TV to watch, so I'm pushing that up.